One if by land and two if by sea. April 18th, 1775, Paul Revere was sent on a midnight ride to notify John Hancock and Samuel Adams that the British were coming. He was also tasked with notifying the countryside to be prepared for battle in one of the first stages of the Revolutionary War. Now, we all know that story. You all know the name Paul Revere. But there was a lesser-known name, William Dawes. He was sent with that same task. But why is Paul Revere famous in American history and William Dawes is a relative unknown? I'm Michael Stack with Amex, and I just finished reading for the second time The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. I read it a number of years ago, but I just read it again. And I really thought it would be kind of fun to do a little mini-series about some of the lessons and the stories that Mr. Gladwell teaches in there about starting change, about starting an epidemic, which is what you're often trying to do in a work comp management program in an implementation, particularly in an organization that is a significant difference of how things maybe have been done. Now, there's three elements that he talks about in there, and I do the short mini-series, one on each. The first one is the law of the few. The second one is the stickiness factor, and finally, the power of context. The law of the few comes into play when you're trying to get buy-in. You're trying to get buy-in from your organization of that this is how we're going to do things moving forward. How do you get that message across, and how do you get people to buy into your program? Three different types of people that he talks about in the book. The first is the connectors. Second is the mavens. And finally, the salespeople. Now, though it's a very popular book and many people have probably read it, but I want to have you not forget about these people, these innate skills, and I'll run through them quickly. The connectors are the people that know everybody, that have a lot of friends, have a lot of acquaintances, just kind of know everyone at the organization. The mavens are the researchers. These are the educators. These are the people that really read the policy in detail. When you're looking to buy new equipment, you know you've got to talk to Sue because you know she's the only one that has really read everything in detail, researched it, looked it up, and you have that level of trust in her because you know that's an innate skill in hers. The salespeople are those people that are super smooth. You know that they have the charisma, they have that personality that people just kind of follow what they do because that's built into their personality. When you're trying to get buy-in, the first step is to get your CEO involved and as well as these people that have these innate skills. It's critical to have people buy into your organization. Do not forget about the connectors. Do not forget about the mavens, the people that maybe will have researched all the doctors in your program, have researched all the vendors, have read through your entire policy, something that no one else probably did. But make sure you bring Sue on board. Make sure you bring your salespeople on board. Make sure you bring your connectors on board. When you're working with senior management and you're rolling out this program, do not forget about the law of the few and how it can make a difference at your organization. I'm Michael Stack with AMAX. This is the Tipping Point mini-series. And remember, your success in workers' compensation is defined by your integrity. So be great.